Should you go to film school? Well, the answer is complicated. Darcy, why would you say that? Well, I went to film school and it worked out for me. I have friends that didn't go to film school and it worked out for them. It all depends on what you're doing right now. Are you making tons of shorts? You don't need it. Well, if you're not making any shorts and you're trying to figure it out, then you probably should go to film school. It's what I did. When I went to film school, I wasn't making anything. And then when I went to film school, I was just consistently just making as many shorts as possible. It made me focus on shorts. When you go to film school, make the most out of your opportunities because you're only gonna have a set period of time. And when you get out of the industry, it's gonna get harder. In film school, you get free gear, free locations, you can have friends or you can have actors, you have teachers help to support you and teach you how to make films. When you get out of film school, there's none of that. You gotta rent everything, you gotta rent locations, you gotta find stuff, you just gotta scrape and save and do whatever you can to make your film. But in film school, you don't have those problems. So why not make the most out of your opportunity? When I went to film school, I would practice my style. I was like, I'm going here and I'm gonna practice my style when I get out. So make as many films as possible. That's what I did. I learned that I love slapstick comedy, so I made as many slapstick comedies as I can and practiced it. I failed, and I failed publicly in film school. And that's okay, because when you fail in film school, nobody cares. Nobody's gonna watch your film, and that's fine. And don't worry, it's gonna take time to get good. When you make your first short, it's not gonna be very good. And it's probably not gonna go to TIFF or Sundance or Berlin or Cannes, and that's okay. You're not a failure. It took me a billion shorts to get to my first feature. And my first shorts are terrible. They were horrible. But it's okay because I learned so much from it. And that's what I encourage you guys to do. Take risks. Shoot as many things as you possibly can and fail. Because you'll learn something and you can take that to your next film. And eventually it's going to lead to features and series. It's going to happen. Don't worry. It'll take time, but it'll happen. The biggest thing for when you get out of film school is that you need to keep consistently making films like you were in film school. I always find a lot of people get out of film school and they stop making films. Well, you spent all this money making films. Why would you stop? Don't spend all this money and not become a filmmaker, right? So, and the key to that is just to consistently make films after there. And I always say you should make 3 to 4 films every year. That's about 1 film every 3-4 months. And that's a good rate. Because then you're always writing, you're always editing, and you're always shooting. And eventually, like I said, it's all going to lead up to features and series. You're going to make it, but it's going to take time. I had a great mentor that said, if you're in the industry for 5 years, Darcy, you're probably going to make it. If you're in it for 10, I guarantee you're going to make it. And I've been in the industry for about 11 years, and I just finished my first feature. So it can happen. It happened to me. I wasn't a good filmmaker at the beginning. It can happen to you. So hopefully I've answered your questions about should I go to film school or should I not? Because everyone's journey is different, but enjoy the process.